Oh man, I can't wait to open my brand new classified grunt. This is so much fun. G.I. Joe Classified has released well over 50 items in just 2023 alone. Among other quality control issues, one issue seemed to arise again and again and again. Well, for the most part, I've been a fan of what Hasbro has been putting on the Classified line as of lately. I'm getting really tired of the bent, misshapen, and overall gummy weapons. We're paying at a minimum of $24.99 for figures nowadays, so when I buy a brand new figure and straight out of the box, the bow looks like this, I feel as though I am justified in asking, what the hell are they doing? These are military figures, so having weapons is an integral part of the experience. So when I get these rifles that are bent and warped, it takes away from the design of the figures. Now don't get me wrong, other than the inaccuracies of the designs themselves, the sculpts look great. If they were made of a more rigid plastic, I wouldn't have any complaints. Joe has never been 100% accurate for me, so the weapons not being accurate doesn't bother me as much as if it were claiming to be 100% true to life. There's not guys running around in army wearing football jerseys in real life, but for Joe, I'm okay with it. So why are the weapons and accessories we are getting so gummy? Is someone just not doing their job and making sure the durometer is right, or is this an intentional decision to cut costs? That I can't be sure of since I don't work for Hasbro. Now, before all you keyboard warriors and Hasbro apologists come at me saying that it needs to be that soft to keep the 4+ age rating, I'm going to stop you right there. We're going to take a look at some of the first figures we got in Classified. Now, I think it's also important to keep these in mind that these figures also cost less. So let's take a look at some of those early weapons. Here we've got Beachhead's Nerf gun. You don't have any bend or any give on that. Same thing with the ones that came with Duke. Actually, and the hair straightener that came with a roadblock had so little bend to it that I actually snapped it trying to move it. All right, well, you might say to me, it's a different mold. All right, so let's take a look at the Cobra Viper and the Crimson Viper. Exact same figures, exact same accessories. The only thing different between them is when they came out, with the Crimson Viper coming out number 85 in this year, and the regular Viper being number 22 coming out 2 years ago. So let's take a look at the Cobra Viper's rifle. You don't have a whole lot of bend here on this. It's pretty solid. So let's take a look at the Crimson Vipers. Well, would you look at that? There's that gummy plastic again. So I would say it's pretty safe to say that there was a deliberate change here. The other thing that seemed to coincide with the new gumminess is the windowless and plastic-free packaging. Before, the weapons would be locked into a tray, but here they're just floating freely in a paper bag. But I still feel like we would have seen more warped and gummy weapons with people trying to pop them out of the tray than we did. For me, it's frustrating. We spend all this money to get a figure who can't even hold his rifle right because it's so warped, or they can't wear a backpack because the peg is too soft. It makes me turn to other companies such as Valiverse or Mark II Toys to supplement these figures with weapons and accessories that are actually of good quality, but I wish it didn't have to be this way. Maybe with the return of the plastic trays and windowed packages, we'll see an improvement, but more than likely, Hasbro will continue to fail to get it up and remain soft.